Now, you know, when I was young, all I wanted to do was grow up. As a kid, I couldn't do anything I liked. You know, I couldn't watch TV beyond the 9 p.m. news bulletin. I couldn't eat ice cream for breakfast. I couldn't wear my Sunday best to school. And on top of all that, I had to do my homework. It was frustrating, and every time I protested, my parents would tell me not to worry, and that once I grew up, I could do whatever I want. That became my lifeline. I clung to that promise for dear life, just wanting to see the day when I would be a grown-up and I could stay up all night eating ice cream in my Sunday best without a page of homework in sight. So now I'm a grown-up. I don't remember the last time I even watched TV, even though I work on TV, let alone watch the 9 p.m. bulletin. I'm diabetic, and so I'm not allowed to eat ice cream at all. I definitely can't wear my Sunday best to work, and I stay up until 1 a.m. every night doing my homework. So I grew up all right, but I still cannot do whatever I want. Here's another thing I dreamt of when I was a kid. I was 17 years old. I was on holiday in Tema. I was washing my auntie's car one morning when my elbow hit the radio power button by accident, and the interior was suddenly filled with the smooth voice of Tommy Annan Forson. He was hosting something called the Super Morning Show. He was funny, he was clever, he was full of emotion, and he seemed to know everything in the world, from where the traffic was worst in Accra to who was speaking at the auditorium of the University of Ghana, from the cost of a movie ticket to the various flavors of poki. He knew everything. Not only did he have conversations with famous people, he also finished work at 9 a.m. Back then, the Super Morning Show ended at 9. Immediately, that seemed to me the coolest job in the world, and I wanted it badly. Well, so now I've done that job, and I realized I really did not know everything in this world. In fact, I know nothing. So I have to keep asking questions. I have to keep reading. I have to keep researching. I have conversations, all right, but not so much with famous people as with smart people. And you know you can't come empty-handed into a smart conversation. So I spend more hours reading now than I did when I was a full-time student. Now, as for finishing work at 9 a.m., well, let me give you an example. Last Friday, my last meeting ended at 8:55 p.m. There's only one simple point to all this. When we dream, we often imagine the pretty big picture and leave out the gritty details. We know what we aspire to be, but we don't always know what it takes to live our aspirations. Many young people are in medical school right now who don't yet realize that their fancy job as a prestigious doctor will one day involve telling a little girl that she's about to die of leukemia. Many future lawyers don't realize that they will have to keep learning every single day for the rest of their lives. Our tertiary institutions are filled with budding politicians and future leaders who have not yet clocked that they are signing up to be hated, insulted, scorned, and reviled by people they've never met. The shell of your dream may be pretty, but there is a gooey mess within that you cannot afford to take for granted. Keep your expectations real and steel yourself for the unprecedented hard work that must go into living your dream. The more prepared you are, the more successful you will be. My name is Kojo Yankson, and I dream with my eyes open. Good morning, Ghana.
Well, we're also going to give you all the latest updates, definitely with our eyes open. And we hope that the dial right here is on JoyNews. But we have to bring you the latest news headlines. Stay with us.